talking about, and she works tirelessly in cases that no one else will take or look at. Marcus Golden is my nephew, and because of Michelle Gross, who found my family after he was wrongfully murdered, we were able to get some truth out about what happened. But I'll say everything was a lie except his name and where he was. But Michelle Gross, you're amazing. I love you. You're a true powerhouse. And when she walks into a courtroom, they know who she is. When she picks up the phone and calls the police department, they know who she is. And they pay attention and they get it right. Because Michelle does not play. Thank you, Michelle.
I think it's just because they have a dartboard with my name on it or something, you know. Hi, everybody. Sorry about making you wait. I decided to march for a little bit of what I could do. I couldn't make it the whole way, but you know what? It's the kind of thing where everybody can do something. You don't have to do everything, but you can do what you can do, right? So back in May, a 34-time felon and pedophile, and yeah, I said it, signed an executive order that he called, quote, strengthening and unleashing America's law enforcement. In it, he directed cops to be even more brutal than they are now. He even suggested that cops be given a day to do whatever the hell they wanted to whoever the hell they wanted and get away with it. Shame indeed. That's right. That's right. And he's suggesting that he wants cops to have total immunity for the harms they commit against the community. Can you believe that? Total immunity. Right now they have this thing called qualified immunity, which already lets them get away with too damn much, but now he wants to give them total immunity so they can do anything they want to do. At the same time, he directed the Department of Justice to drop all of their investigations and all of their consent decrees that were meant to address the kinds of police brutality and police misconduct that led us to the murder of George Floyd. So he's also destroyed that means of accountability as well. This has had ripple effects all along the way, because now we have ICE agents and even contracted, masked, jackbooted thugs brutalizing and wholesale violating the rights of our neighbors, no matter what their immigration status. And we don't care because we don't believe anybody should be subjected to this conduct. But basically, it's a manhunt on brown people in this country. And that's as a direct result of the way that he has empowered law enforcement to do whatever the hell they please. And of course, today we learned that the Department of Justice wrote a memo suggesting that the cop who murdered Breonna Taylor be given a sentence of 1 day in jail. Can you imagine that? This is outrageous. It's a total slap in the face of the community. It's so outrageous, and to just a grotesque injustice to her family. It's so outrageous. And this year, because of the unleashing that he has done on the cops, who were never frankly leashed in the first place and need to be, because of that, we are on target to have more murders by police this year than we have ever had in this country since the day that statistics were kept. More murders by police this year than ever. We're going backwards, folks. It is terrible. So, you know, things are kind of rough right now. They're pretty bad. I've been doing this work, as Monique said, for 35 years, Communities United Against Police Brutality. We're in our 25th year as an all-volunteer organization, and I've been doing this work a long time, and I gotta tell you, it's about as bad as I've ever seen it. It really, truly is. But, you know, it's always been difficult. It's always been bad. I remember when I started doing this work, that people around me, if they were white, would look at me like I had, you know, an eyeball in the middle of my forehead or something, like I was crazy, talking about the police. And people of color that I met along the way just said there's nothing you can do about it. And I think we're hopefully in a better place because more people get it, but at the same time, we're in pretty bad shape and we've got a lot of work to do. So, but that doesn't mean we give up. Oh, hell no, we can't give up. Cannot do that. We have to double down on our efforts. We have to find other ways to achieve our goals. We have to find things to do that we move around this clown and mow him down. And that's what we've got to do. So we are going to rein in our cops. We are doing things. I know Loretta's going to talk about probably CPAC, right? And you, oh, you did? Excellent. So there's all kinds of things we can do. We can require cops to carry their own professional liability insurance. We can block these clowns that are murderers from training people. We can force them to change their policies so that gun pointing isn't an everyday occurrence like it is with the Minneapolis police. I don't know if y'all know this or not, but I just released some statistics that show that people of color in this town are 9.3 times more likely to have a gun pointed at them than other people. African American men 18 times more, and Native American men 44.9 times more likely. Isn't that outrageous? And that's in Minneapolis policy because pointing a gun is considered the lowest level use of force. And that's some bullshit right there. So we are working to get all of that stuff overturned and more. What we have to do is, like I said, we got to do what we have to do to rein in the cops and go after and hold accountable the politicians who are slacking on the job and not doing what the hell they're supposed to do to keep us safe from this brutality. We have to do all of those things. And there's plenty of ways to get involved. You know, I always say that I'm sort of a non-sectarian, non-partisan. I'm not telling you come and get in my group. If you want to, great, I'd love to have you. But there's a lot of groups that have been out here today, and they're going to come back from their march and they'll be back out here again. And they all of us are people powered. All of us need people. And that's how we get our work done. When you're an all-volunteer group, like Loretta's group, like my group, all the other groups that are out here, you get your work done with people. So while this might feel like a really bleak time, there's no better time than now to meet your neighbors, get involved, hook up with a group that is interesting to you and that, you know, is the kind of work you want to be doing. Don't try to do this stuff as a solo act. It won't work. What you got to do is hook up with the other people that are doing this work, get involved, learn about the issues, and just buckle down and get the work done. Because we cannot do this any other way. Groups love your energy. It brings new life to our groups, so please get involved. More than ever, right now is the time to hook up with your neighbors, hook up with your friends, and make good energy. And make good trouble. Thank you.